Hey everyone, welcome to Mellow Tarot. In today's reading, we'll be looking at your full moon energies for the full moon coming up on the 18th of March. Full moon in Virgo, by the way. So, in this reading, we'll be looking at your overall energies for the full moon, and then we'll also be taking a look at what you've achieved in this past moon cycle, what you should release this full moon, and what's coming to you in the next full moon cycle. So that will be the goal of this reading. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Welcome to anyone who is new here. Thank you for joining me today. I think that's all I have to say as far as announcements. Yeah, so let me show you the crystals for the groups. Group number 1 has green aventurine. Group number 2 has the purple amethyst crystal. Group number 3 has pink amethyst. Alright, so take all the time that you need to pick your pile. The timestamps are down in the description box below, and I will see you guys in your readings. Hey there, group number 1. Those of you who chose the green aventurine, this is going to be your reading for your full moon in Virgo energies. Alright, so the card that came out for you for your overall energy for this full moon is the 9 of Cups. So, first of all, I know for my viewers who watch this channel often, I always go on a rant about the 9 of Cups being my favorite card, but I'll try not to do that here. But it's an awesome energy to have for the full moon. What I see for you coming in is you standing in your power. Your cups are overflowing, so you may have encountered a lot of abundance, or you're just building up abundance up until this full moon. And I see you being able to give this overflowing amount of abundance to other people. And that doesn't have to be monetarily, although it could be. But more so, I'm feeling it from like a emotional standpoint, to where you're very balanced emotionally, and you've done a lot of healing work on yourself. So you're able to pass on that wisdom, allow and have an open ear for others, and really be able to listen and tune in with other people. This full moon, so I feel like your levels of empathy may be really high, which I don't always get that with this card, because sometimes the 9 of Cups can give me like an arrogant feeling, but I'm more so feeling like you're able to give to others from a healthy place, and not because you need something from them, but because it comes from a place of just wanting to heal, just to understand, to help, and just give out your energy in a very kind and healing type of way, because you can. So I see you being very in tune with other people. I think your intuition is also going to be extremely heightened this full moon as well, allowing you to tap into other energies outside of yourself, whether that be people or animals or nature, or even just the energy surrounding you, and whatever that's coming from. I see you being able to pick that up easily and know where it's coming from and work with that energy in a healthy way. Now, I've also pulled some oracle cards for your overall energies for the full moon, and what came out for you was Healing Journey, Bhakti, and Magic. This Magic card always seems to come out in a certain pile every time I do full moon readings, which is interesting. I think there's always that group who has a lot of magical abilities, or is just very in tune with their guides, their ancestors. Somebody I know that views these readings every time is very magically adept. You may study the occult quite a lot. I feel like you're not just someone who claims they do magic, like you really put work into the practice of magic and the occult. And you probably read a lot of esoteric texts, things of that nature. Like, I feel like the fruits of all of your healing and work on yourself, and even work with magic, and whatever that means to you, because I know, like, I do tarot to tap in a certain way, and that's the tool that I like to use, although I use other tools as well, like herbs and candles, and I do a lot of reading and work with chakras and things of that nature as well. Crystals, like, you can go on, numerology, astrology, like there's so many fields, but tarot just happens to be one tool that I tend to gravitate towards the most. So whatever tool that you use, however you experience magic, whether you're clairaudient, clairvoyant, I don't care, but you have some sort of like great magical gift and ability. And I feel that some of you even may not recognize that gift as well. However, you have been focused on your own healing, and I do feel like you have the ability to heal others as well this full moon. And I feel like whatever work you've been putting in towards tuning in and tapping into your intuition, again, whatever tool you use, however you go about that, again, doesn't matter, but there is a culmination of information, psychic information, gifts, abilities is coming towards you. It's accumulating within you, and in this full moon I see you being able to use those abilities at a heightened level. And that's what I'm really feeling here with the Nine of Cups, along with those oracle cards. Now we also have Bhakti here, so let's talk about that. This card, it really talks about being devoted to something greater than yourself. And again, it goes back to being devoted to this healing journey that you've been on, perhaps, or being devoted to your craft. Again, I just feel that you're able to be very adept in reading energies, and your intuition is going to be extremely high. So even if your gifts are maybe not in the magical field, and it's more so a work that you're doing, maybe some of you are counselors, maybe you work with children, maybe you don't work with children, maybe you do something where you're teaching and helping and guiding other people, or whatever it is, I feel that, again, you're going to be so attuned with the energies around you that you're going to be able to make the right moves and intuit things before they happen, in whatever, in all areas of your life. But it's because you've put in a lot of healing work, a lot of research, a lot of studying yourself, doing a lot of self work to better yourself and learn about yourself. And I do feel like that's built a lot of empathy, a lot of wisdom in you, and you're going to be able to apply that this full moon, okay? Now we're going to take a look into what you've achieved this in the past moon cycle, although I feel like we kind of covered that already in these cards. But let's take a look and see if Spirit has anything else for you for what you have achieved in this past full moon cycle. And we have the Eight of Cups. What has group 1? 5 of Cups and 4 of Swords. Wow, okay. So in this past moon cycle, you, I see, have walked away from something, and it could have been even a state of mind, because the 5 of Cups talks about looking back in the past, feeling regretful, feeling like a failure, feeling like you've done things wrong, wishing you could go back in time. But I see with the Four of Swords, you've really done the healing work. Like, it's no joke here. So for those of you watching this reading, I commend you for the work you've done on yourself. And instead of staying in this place of the Five of Cups, you stepped away from whatever was causing you those thoughts. I feel like you've done a lot of shadow work, and you've really been, I'm hearing journaling for some of you. You've really been journaling, you've really been working and digging deep into yourself so that you can heal and move forward. And I feel like you've been very devoted to this. Again, we had that Bhakti card, which is about devotion. So I'm feeling that very heavily. Yeah, so wow. I didn't really expect that here, so I'm glad I pulled those cards. Okay, so for group number 1, Spirit, what do they need to release this full moon, please? What does group 1 need to release? Okay, we have the Fool, the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, I feel like this full moon, there's still a little bit of these nagging thoughts that are making you feel trapped. Maybe you feel trapped in with the Nine of Pentacles here, you may feel trapped in like things are not moving as fast as you would like them to in your life. Okay, maybe you feel like you should have reached a certain goal already, or things should be happening faster for you. I feel like some of this regret that you were feeling in this past moon cycle maybe had to do with not taking a leap towards something, or maybe not going for something. But Spirit is saying there's still always a chance to go for it. So don't feel trapped or stagnant. And Spirit is also telling me that for those of you who feel like you're moving slower than you would like to be moving right now, that again, I'm hearing the Wheel of Fortune will change and something will happen to where you'll be presented with the opportunity out of the blue, and they're saying trust in divine timing here. So yeah, what you need to release is any beliefs of you feeling like you need to be somewhere that you're not. The only place you need to be is in the present moment right now. So don't feel like you're a failure. Don't compare yourself to other people and other people's journeys. Remember, you're right where you need to be right now. I'm not saying don't continue to grow, don't continue to evolve. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying evolve in the present, okay? So don't feel like you're lacking anything right now. That mindset is what needs to be released this full moon, okay? And Spirit, what is coming into group 1's life this new full moon cycle? What is coming towards group 1 in the moon cycle? Whoa. All right, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Universe or the World card. We have the Queen of Wands, and let me grab this card that flew on the floor. Ooh, the Emperor. Lots of powerful energies here. I'm feeling like you are you're definitely moving towards a more empowered state of mind, especially regarding your work. Okay, so if there's something you've been working towards in this next moon cycle, what's coming towards you is, yes, you're going to have to put in the work, but you're going to feel extremely empowered about it, and it's not going to feel quite as trapping and restricting and like, ugh, everything is going so sluggish. It's kind of like you have this insight that, okay, I'm gonna make this happen. With the Queen of Wands, we have the Emperor. That's about control and passion behind it. It's kind of like you have all the I feel like you have the motivation to do the work now, and the mindset holding you back in the previous moon cycle is going to go away, and it's going to move you towards this completion feeling that you've been seeking. If there's something you've been trying to achieve, I see you putting in the work in this next moon cycle, but it's not going to be like, ugh, I don't want to go and do this work. It's going to be like, ugh, I can't wait to do this work, because I can clearly envision the future and the desires that you have. I feel like you'll be able to clearly envision them and manifest them with ease and power, okay? So that is what I'm seeing for you there. We're going to use this tarot to see if there's any other messages that Spirit has for you before I close out your reading. Okay, Spirit, for group number 1, please. Anything else they need to know about this full moon? Anything they need to know? All right. We have the Empress, the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Cups again. Okay. So I feel like on the day of the full moon, it's going to be important for you to, again, walk away and leave behind those mindsets that were holding you back, okay? Because I do see a lot more power coming from you and manifestation coming from you in this next moon cycle coming ahead, okay? I see you nurturing your ideas and beliefs. I see you having passion behind them again, but also Spirit is saying with this Two of Wands here, to use this full moon to really envision the end goal, this completion that you're desiring. I'm hearing that that's going to be important, because it's going to give you a clear vision of how to move forward and towards it, and what thoughts and beliefs and mindsets are holding you back from this goal. So until you know the goal, until it's clear in your mind, I feel like things are going to be a little bit muddy. So Spirit is saying, again, use this moon to reflect and find clarity about your desires so that you can move forward in a clear way, so that you can nurture those ideas. And again, I feel like you guys have the healing work down for the most part, and I do feel like you're very, very, very intuitive with the energies around you. So with that being said, I feel like despite those abilities that you have, you may judge yourself kind of harshly or have high expectations and standards for yourself a lot of the time. And again, with the Emperor here, you like to feel in control of your life, and so I am getting this feeling that you feel like you're maybe a little bit behind, but Spirit is saying, don't worry about where anyone else is at in their life. Don't compare yourself to anyone, and don't allow any thoughts or beliefs to hold you back. Hold a clearer vision, okay? This full moon is going to be all about holding a clear vision. So once you have it, you can move forward and you can use those gifts and abilities and that clarity to manifest this with ease, okay? So that's all I have for you, group number 1. I hope the reading helped you. If it did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you guys in another video. Bye-bye. Hey, group number 2. Those of you who chose the amethyst, the purple amethyst here, this is going to be your reading for what you can expect this full moon to bring towards you, what we're releasing, overall energies, and what's coming in for you, okay? So I pre-pulled this tarot card here to figure out your overall energies, and then we'll take a look at some oracle cards in a moment. But your overall energy that came out was the Queen of Wands for this full moon. Love it. This full moon is going to be bringing you into an empowered state, an independent state. I feel you being completely okay with who you are. I feel like you're going to feel really free. I'm kind of getting that like vision of people dancing around naked under the full moon. But maybe you won't get that crazy, but I do feel you feeling like a lot of joy this full moon. I feel you like feeling fluid within yourself. So I do feel like this full moon is going to bring a lot of creativity and passion into your life, kind of rekindle a lot of that, rekindling some fire within you. So you may feel like dancing under this full moon. You may feel like painting or drawing or just doing something creative, writing. I don't know. It's a general reading. All of you will have different things, but I do feel this very sensual, in tune with oneself type of feeling coming in for you this full moon. Okay. So the oracle cards that came out for you guys is Ancestral Stories, Atman, and Happiness. I like this Happiness card. It doesn't come out too often, so I feel like it's just a really bright card. I do feel that sense of joy coming from you as well. And it's interesting to me that these ancestors figures in this card are trees, but they appear to be dancing. I do feel like some of you guys may be getting like outside and expressing yourselves in nature or something. Some of you may just like singing outside or dancing outside or just being exuberant outside in some way. So I see a lot of joy coming towards you this full moon, okay? I do feel like some of you guys may be into full moon rituals in this group, and I'm hearing to tell you that you're going to be very in tune with your ancestors. I'm being told to tell you guys that, to remind you that you are your ancestors. You are everyone who's come before you. And I do feel like you allowing your body to express itself in whatever way it wants to is kind of, in a way, freeing some of, or allowing you to express some of your ancestry in a way. So I do feel like your ancestors are really, really, really working through you this full moon. And I do feel like this will continue on. It kind of feels like some sort of gate within you is being opened. You're finding this new fire inside of you to express yourself in new ways. So, yeah, but some of you guys may want to do some sort of ritual for your ancestors this full moon. Maybe set up an altar for them. I do feel like you will receive some sort of insights there. And with this Atman card, it's all about seeing the divine inside of you, and it reminds us that the only obstacle between seeing our wholeness, our greatness, our expansiveness, and all that we are, everything that we are, is the mind. So I really, really feel like you guys are going to get out of your mind this full moon. Maybe that's where this wildness feeling is coming from, but it's joyful. it's expressive, it's playful, and you're really tapping into this, like, just like I feel like you guys are going to be moving around a lot, very energetic this full moon. It does feel like a bit celebratory, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling for you guys. And I do feel like you're going to connect with your ancestors in such a way that you see abilities that they've passed down to you, seeing the divinity within you, within who came before you, and whoever will come after you guys. I feel like you see yourself within the everything, if that makes sense. And you just have a lot of joy about that in general, okay? So you guys are going to receive some pretty interesting insights, I feel, this full moon. All right, so now we're going to use the tarot to figure out what you have achieved in this past moon cycle, okay, you guys? And then we'll see what needs to be released at this full moon, and then we'll take a look at what's coming in for you in the next moon cycle. All right, Spirit, for group number 2, excuse me, for group number 2, what have they achieved in this past moon cycle? What have they achieved in the past moon cycle? Okay. We have the Emperor. We have the Fool, if I can pick it up. The Fool. And we have the Three of Cups. It did come out in the reverse, but I'll keep that in mind. What I'm feeling here mainly is building up to this full moon, that you have celebrated yourself to quite the fullness that you could have. We did have that Three of Cups come out in the reverse. I feel like you have been really trying to take control of your life. I do feel like you guys have been maybe living by some sort of routine, or just been very, very diligent about something. Maybe you guys have been working really hard. Maybe you guys are leaders in some way, like in leadership positions, to where it required you to like take care of a lot of responsibilities. But what I'm seeing here is that you're kind of overdue for a celebration of self, just to be free, to maybe be a little bit foolish, to celebrate yourself, to celebrate all that you've accomplished, to celebrate who you are, and to really just tap back into yourself. So what I see from the past moon cycle, though, is you being heavily relied upon by other people, potentially. Maybe people come to you with a lot of their problems and you take care of things for them. In a way, I just see you having a lot of responsibility in the past here. So I do feel like you're kind of long overdue for a celebration. Some of you may be drinking this full moon. Be careful. Or you just may be consuming some sort of substance. I am picking that up. I kind of felt that with these other cards as well, but with the Three of Cups here, I'm feeling it, and the Fool. Some of you guys may be consuming something, so of course practice safe practices there, and I'm not condoning any of that, but again, be careful. And let's look at what needs to be released this full moon. Interesting. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Hermit. And we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so you could be the Queen of Swords in this case, or but I do see you coming into being the Queen of Wands. So this could be someone else in your life. They could be an air sign, but I'm also picking up on Virgo energy here with the Hermit, and we have the Five of Swords. So what I see with this Five of Swords is some sort of conflict going on. And the reason I feel that maybe you are not the Queen of Swords here is because of this conflict. So you could have a certain conflict with an air sign or potentially an earth sign here, or you could be either of those signs. Don't get caught up in that, but I do see someone, either you or someone around you, being very blunt and maybe a little bit harsh with their words. I don't know. Someone has retreated from this fight though, and Spirit is saying that whoever this conflict was with, moving forward with this full moon, whatever needs to be released is any sort of anger or resentment for this person. Some sort of forgiveness is necessary, or if you did something to this person, maybe an apology is necessary. But I do feel like there's someone who you might want to reach out to, or someone might reach out to you this full moon. Either way, I do see some sort of conflict resolution being necessary for moving forward with the next full moon cycle. Okay, so let's take a look at what is coming in for you in the next moon cycle. Whoa. Okay. We have the Sun, which I love because we had this happiness card, which kind of gives me that same energy here. So I'm loving that. We have the Knight of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the High Priestess. Kind of more cards than I wanted to pull here, but I'll take them. What I'm feeling is there's a lot of joy coming towards you in this next moon cycle. Also with the Knight of Wands, I see someone is attracted to you in this Queen of Wands energy for sure. This could be some sort of sexual attraction, romantic attraction. There's an attraction. There's some desire here. Someone is rushing in towards you with this Knight of Wands energy, okay? And I'm feeling Ace of Wands, new beginnings, but I was feeling that before. I feel like there's a fire being lit up in you, and there's going to be a lot of creative expression. So if there's not someone coming towards you in this way, I do feel like this could just represent your energy moving forward, rushing forward with joy for this newfound creative expression, this new way of being, this new way of living. I feel like it's a lot freer for you. The Emperor here, I do kind of see you wanting to have more fun in your life and maybe escape some of these responsibilities that you've somehow accumulated over time. But I see you wanting to explore new parts of yourself and opening like a whole new chapter in your life, and I do see that happening for you. Your intuition is at play here as well. I see a lot of joy. I see a lot of intuitive insights. I feel like it's going to be very easy, and it just makes sense to move forward. It just makes sense for you to be creative. It's not going to take a lot of thought. It's just like your steps are being easily directed. I do see you sharing your ideas and your creativity with others. You may be collaborating with someone. This Knight of Wands could be someone rushing in to offer you some sort of creative opportunity, some sort of collaboration here. And I'm picking up on that as well. So I feel like there's a lot of fun coming towards you this next moon cycle. So the full moon is bringing in a very freeing energy, which is interesting because Virgo, the full moon is in Virgo, and it tends to make people analyze their responsibilities and maybe feel a bit bogged down by those. So it's interesting because this full moon seems to be doing the opposite thing. It's like, yeah, I've done all of that. I want to play. I want to have fun. I want to be fiery. Okay, so that's kind of what it feels like for you guys. I'm going to pull some cards from this deck now and see if Spirit has anything else, any other messages for this full moon for you guys. All right, Spirit, for group number 2, please. Whoa, anything else they need to know about this full moon? Anything else they need to know? Whoa. We have the moon coming out. Guys, I really am getting this like dancing outside in the moon. Some of you guys are going to be doing that because I keep seeing someone doing that over and over, and it's like really fun. I feel like you guys have a really fun energy. We have the priestess, the high priestess coming out again. We have the emperor coming out again. We have the hermit coming out again. We have the king of pentacles and the 5 of swords coming out again. Lots of repetitive cards. Spirit's saying they're bringing up this past energy and what needs to be released again, because they're like, yeah, after this moon and this new cycle, there's going to be a lot of fun here, but make sure that you really do focus on releasing and resolving these situations. Okay, that is going to be important for you to go and move forward and have the most fun that you can have. And they're also reminding me to tell you, don't just neglect all your responsibilities. Consider what you've manifested thus far, and whatever position that is putting you, whatever position of leadership that you're in is going to manifest abundance for you in the long term. But again, no one's saying that you can't have fun right now, okay? And that everything has to be so serious. But they are saying that you do need to heal this conflict situation again. Because we have the 5 of swords coming out again. And we have the hermit coming out again. So it's telling me, they're reminding me again to say, hey, don't just brush over this part and talk about all the good things. There is some sort of conflict resolution that needs to occur, okay? There is healing that needs to be done. And yeah, with this moon, with this full moon in particular, okay? We also have the priestess again. Your intuition is going to be high this full moon, and I do feel like whoever you're in this conflict with, their intuition is going to be high as well, and it's going to offer a really healthy opportunity for you guys to exchange how you're both feeling about the situation, and have a really good heart-to-heart here in conflict resolution. I really see that happening. I don't feel like this conflict was anything big. It may just have been something petty, but Spirit is saying resolve it in whatever way that you need to, whether that be communicating with the person, releasing this person out of your life, reflecting and forgiving, whatever and however this applies to you. Spirit is saying use the full moon to do this, okay? So group 2, that's all I have for you. I hope the reading helped you. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and I will see y'all in another video. Bye-bye. Hey, group number 3, those of you who chose the pink amethyst, this is going to be your reading for this full moon in Virgo. All right. So, the tarot card that came out for you guys for your overall energy for the full moon is the Four of Swords, which talks about rest, okay? What I'm feeling here is maybe you guys have been long overdue for some rest, some meditating, taking a bath, doing self-care. Maybe this is even just taking a break from something or someone. But this full moon is bringing that energy into the forefront of your mind. I feel like there has been something you haven't been addressing perhaps, or just been pushing through to the end of, or until something changes. But Spirit's saying, hey, take a rest. Rome wasn't built in a day. You are deserving and completely worthy of self-care, of time to rest, time to maybe be a little bit selfish, and make sure that you're good, okay? So the oracle cards that came out for your pile were Rejuvenation, Bhuvaneshvari, I hope I pronounced that right, and Hunger. Okay, so I do feel that you guys are yearning for something, which is maybe why you haven't really been putting so much into yourself lately. It's like, I'll stop, I'll take a break when I get to the end of the finish line type of thing. But Spirit's saying, you need a water break, okay? You need to sit on the bench for a minute, okay? There's no one saying you can't go back into the game, but you do need to take a break from whatever it is you've been pushing towards, okay? Again, they're saying you're doing the right things, but there's other aspects of your life that need balancing. Take care of yourself, drink some water, eat some nourishing foods, take a bath. Really honor your body this full moon, because it's really been doing a lot for you right now. I'm hearing you guys may have been pushing yourself to extraordinary levels, working really hard, or not getting very much sleep. Spirit's saying, hey, there's nothing wrong with going for this goal, and you will get this goal. But again, sit down, take care of yourself, honor yourself for a minute, all right? Rejuvenate. But again, it's all about creating space, making time for yourself. It also reminds us that the earth is a part of you. So some of you guys may feel a bit ungrounded lately, like maybe you've been in your head just trying to do all this work, right? Spirit is saying, ground yourself, make sure that your body, your temple is taken care of, connect with the earth a little bit, honor yourself, love yourself. Really, these three cards are telling me mainly the same thing. It's about making time for you. It does feel like up until this point you haven't made really any time for you, and I do feel like if you refuse to do this, your body is going to reach its limit and you're going to have to, like Spirit is saying, make sure that you're healthy, check in with yourself and how your body is feeling, okay? So I do feel that this full moon is going to make you very in tune with your body, what it needs. So it'll be different for each and every one of you, as you all will have different lifestyles. However, it's kind of the same message. Use this full moon to check in with yourself, check in with your body, and give it what it needs. Heal yourself physically, okay? Make time for yourself and your physical body. Okay, So that is the main energies here for the full moon for you. Now we're going to take a look at to what you've accomplished, what you have achieved in this past moon cycle. So let's jump into that. All right, Spirit, what has group 3 achieved in this past moon cycle? All right, we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, we have Fortitude, Strength card coming out. Yeah, and the Princess of Swords. I love these two together because it makes sense maybe as to why you haven't really been taking care of yourself, because I can really see you've been trying to just be strong and push forward. I like that this King of Pentacles is on a chariot in this card, and he's coming from a place of power. I feel like you guys have manifested a lot of abundance, maybe a lot of wealth. Again, abundance doesn't have to be money, but it could be King of Pentacles. It could just be establishing things in your life, but I do see you guys in a place of power, in a place of abundance, okay? And it was not easy to get here, that's for sure. And Spirit is saying we're not discrediting anything that you have accomplished here, because you really put in the work for this. But they are saying step off this chariot for a minute and take care of yourself, tune in with yourself, all right? But yeah, in this past moon cycle, I see you guys pushing forward with so much strength, saying, I'm going to get this. I'm feeling that hunger with this King of Pentacles and the strength together as well. We also have the Princess of Swords, which can indicate that clarity is coming towards you as well, or has come towards you in this past moon cycle. So it could also indicate that there's someone around you who may be a bit younger than you, who has been communicating with you a lot. But I do feel like some of you guys have been working on your communication and the way that you work with others. But if not, I do feel like you've found some newfound clarity about your goals, and you've been very set in your ways about getting them, reaching the end goal, crossing the finish line, winning the game, okay? You've really been going for something and persevering. So that was the energy of the past moon cycle. So let's take a look at what needs to be released as you move forward, okay? What needs to be released for group number 3? One more. Okay. Temperance. We would have patience and balance to come out for you guys. 10 of Wands. Yep. 6 of Cups. And the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. You guys, y'all's reading is so straightforward, if I'm being quite honest. They're saying, put down all these wands, put down all the responsibility, put down the expectations for yourself, put down the work and whatever this is you're chasing and hungering for, and check in with your body. Be patient. Be patient with yourself. Make sure that you're going at a pace that your body will allow you to go, and you're not like adding more stress by trying to rush this process. Again, don't overburden yourself. Don't overload yourself. Spirit is saying you need to experience more pleasure in your life here with the 6 of Cups I'm feeling. I do feel like you need to maybe spend a day at home. Maybe go see some people in your life you haven't seen in a while. Do something that makes you feel pleasured, okay? Eat something like really nourishing for you. Do an activity that makes you feel really like happy and joyful. Do something different. That's what they're saying. Release all of this burden and be patient with yourself, okay? That's the main things that need to be released here in this full moon. This is actually kind of a recurring theme, and I know group 1 and maybe bits of this in group 2, but it seems to be that this Virgo energy is kind of making people reflect on where they're at and be maybe a little bit unhappy with where they're at right now, materially. And people have been working really, really hard and neglecting themselves just a little bit. But Spirit is reminding you guys to really take care of yourselves. All right. So what's going to come towards group 3 in the next moon cycle? All right. We have the 6 of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Chariot, and the Knight of Cups. I see you guys finding balance with loving yourself and taking care of yourself, but also being this badass that you are that moves forward and has a lot of responsibility but moves forward with what they want as well. I do see you finding a new place of power, a newfound strength that helps you move forward even better. And I do feel like it kind of comes from balancing out these aspects of your life. It's kind of like you found a way to feed yourself to where you have more fuel to keep going for longer periods of time so that you can really, really manifest things in a better way. I feel like you're going to realize this full moon that the way you've been going wasn't sustainable towards you reaching your goal, but now you've found a way to sustainably reach your goal, and it makes you really excited and empowered and able to rush and move forward towards your goals even faster and healthier. Okay, so now to close off your reading, we're going to pull a few more tarot cards from this other deck to figure out if there's any other messages that Spirit wants you to know. All right, Spirit, for group number 3, please. Anything else they need to know? Anything else? Okay. We have the 3 of Swords, the World, the Hanged Woman, the 4 of Cups, the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, and the Chariot. I really didn't mean to pull this many cards, but here we go, you guys. To me, it kind of feels like they're bringing up love, your love life, or just relationships. It seems like you've been really focused on a goal. This goal you've been talking about could have been relationships, perhaps, but I was more so feeling a like manifestation type of goal and strength from you guys. But Spirit is bringing up love, or at least something in your past that made you feel a lot of heartbreak and pain. I do feel like you deep down desire to feel a sense of completion or reach some sort of desired end goal with some other person, like marriage or moving in with someone or finding some sort of soulmate connection. whatever you desire in the relationships realm. Spirit is kind of pointing that out, that also maybe that area of your life needs a bit of healing during this full moon. We have the 9 of Wands here, which is telling me that your guard has been up quite a bit lately. Again, it could be you just putting all of your energy into your work and forgetting to love yourself in the process and make time for other people. I do see you very focused on this goal and maybe walking away and missing some opportunities with others that could move this area of your life forward. Again, your reading has been all about restoring balance in your life. So they could be hinting here that taking this time to heal yourself is going to bring in someone new in love very quickly. You don't have to neglect this area of your life and just not think about it because you're afraid of being hurt. Spirit is saying you can trust and just learn your lessons from the past and keep moving forward. The Hangwoman here is indicating that maybe you really do feel stagnant in this area of your life. But again, I see this new energy coming in with this full moon. And it's telling me that as you make time for yourself and balance out this area of your life, again, you're going to be fueled to move forward. So there could be a Knight of Cups here. We did have it come out, but I was feeling more of your energy. But for some of you, it could also indicate that there's a new love coming in for you guys that's going to help push you towards your goals and your dreams, but also make sure that you're nourished and holds you accountable for who you are in a way to where things don't get as unbalanced anymore, okay? Again, this could just indicate self-love, but I am kind of picking up on some sort of relationship dynamic that Spirit wants you to maybe reflect on and think about during this full moon cycle, okay? So that's all that I have for you, group number 3. I hope the reading helped you and I hope that it resonated. If it did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all in another video. Bye.